Uh, oops. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is GQ and Bootcade. Just chilling. I guess you could say I'm chilling. Um, it's 4:11 in the morning, Saturday. Some of y'all sleeping and shit. Uh, I can't be. I mean, I went to bed kind of early. I guess it was. I don't know what time it was. All I know is that I was in bed early, and I got such a massive stomach ache today, man. But it's my own fault. It really is. It's because I ate stuff last night that I normally don't eat, and it's not at least not how I ate it, which was like I was. You thought I was starving or some shit. And I wasn't even. Honestly, I wasn't even hungry. I don't know what the hell. But like I ate a half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a half a ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah, I'm just talking a piece of bread folded in half. Some popcorn, uh, some cheese it crackers, a couple frescas, a small 8 ounce Dr. Pepper because I don't buy the big cans, I just buy the little cans. I've actually still surprised there's still three of those in the fridge, and they've been in there for I don't know, like a month. It's me and my uncle. Anyway, yeah, just well, I'll tell you what, my stomach reminded me, gee, you don't eat that shit, and yeah, because I'm just my stomach's jacked up. But it's all good. Sorry, I got a stretch. All right, man. So let's see what's going on. Fix the screen just a slight little bit there. Uh, so how was y'all day, man? My day was good yesterday. Worked. Um, this computer be driving me bananas, but hopefully here in the next a few weeks I'll get a new one. Um, but aside from that, a damn good day yesterday. Um, other than the same old frustrating things going on with my laptop, really not a whole lot of anything. It's all good. Just yesterday went by, kind of faster than normal, I thought, but I'm kind of glad it did. Didn't go to the gym yesterday. This wasn't by the time I got off of work. See, I like to go to the gym right now. It's really when I should be at the gym. Just need to get it out. Boom, boom, boom. Yesterday I just kind of, I had to work, so I was working, lifting a little bit here and there, just trying to keep them muscles growing and going, I guess. Um, but uh, people are a trip. Um, I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, like I'm like, you know what? If it's funny how we as individuals will portray our own thought process and other shit um, onto how others will react or feel or whatever. And yeah, we all have an innate way of you know knowing right from wrong, or certain things are gonna hurt, regardless. Really, you just know, like you can't just if someone calls you a name, it's gonna hurt your feelings, whether it's true or not. Until you get to the point of like to see, you get to a point where it doesn't hurt your feelings. It's more like that's the best you can come up with. Get the fuck away from me. That's the way I look at it. Cause I'm like, Charlie, dude, like you know, because I can think of some words uh, and say some shit that call me a fucking asshole, for instance. And I put this as not for kids and shit. So I figured I cuss and I dropped the F bomb. And while I do believe in um, freedom of speech and all that, I don't want a 6-year-old hear me talking like a sailor and shit, because that's just not appropriate. Uh, I gotta set that shit up because every time it's like, and I know you can preset and blah blah blah, and I just haven't taken the time to do it. But anyhow, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I'd much rather someone be real and honest with me about shit. Like I don't give a shit what kind of relationship we got, whether it's just like an acquaintance or a girl. Like when I say girlfriend, I mean like a friend that's a girl, not a girlfriend that's in a romantic like relationship. I'm not in a romantic relationship. I haven't been in one for, well, it seems like it's been like 10 years, but at least for like four, you know, even five. I have not. It's even probably longer than that, but doesn't. My point is that regardless of the relationship, um, I'd rather someone just be like, "Yo, G, you're kind of acting like a dick, dog." You're like, really? Help me understand where the fuck you coming from. Like, um, and then just, I've always said, don't talk at me, talk to me. You know what I mean? Because I don't like people just to come. It's like, whoa, cop, you best pulling them fucking reins and shit. What the hell's wrong with you? You know? And it's really about your approach. And I have not been perfect by all means. Um, it was, I mean, but I'm not going to deny that there are times and there have been plenty of times where I'm not talking to someone, I'm talking at them. You know what I mean? Like, um, and one of the things that I've personally have recognized, and really by people just not even fucking telling me some shit, just by their comments, is that when I get passionate about something, my voice intensifies, and it's okay to have passion without getting that, because in some cases, when someone realizes that your voice is rising, or it, depending on what they've gone through, that could trigger some shit for them. And then all of a sudden they like shut down, and it's like, wait, whoa, what the fuck just happened? um, like straight up, what the fuck just happened? Uh, but I'd rather someone, I don't care if you think my feelings gonna get hurt about something. You ain't me. I am not you. You are not me. Praise freaking the Lord for that shit. Cause some of y'all, I'm like, I wouldn't want anything to be like anything of that. You know what I'm saying? Woman, man, whatever. Um, you don't know. Um, one of those things that I just be honest with people, man. Don't those little innuendos in there. These little fucking things are like trying to trigger motherfucker to flip out and other shit. Because when the shit don't work anymore, then you're just gonna find yourself in a real fucked up place. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, that shit don't work anymore. Because we're fucking adults. We don't need to play games. You know what I mean? Like, um, I could give you examples, but just you know what I'm talking about. If you do, if you don't, you'll figure it out eventually. Um, sorry, but there's something in my eye keep messing with me. Don't try that at home and shit. See if that eye don't, if that thing don't. I think I might have got it. Cool. Um, yeah, I just like to be real and upfront about shit. Because believe me, if you know me, you know straight up, you, you know gonna pretty much tell you like, and in some cases, if I do, and I've had a bad experience by being honest with someone, and this is the part that's fucked up because when you realize it, then you're like, fuck, I've been robbing myself for a minute. And that is when you stop in certain situations or relationships and you lose a part of you without even fucking knowing it. Um, like, there's some things that just irritate me. Um, and it doesn't, not just, it doesn't irritate, well, let's see how I say this. There's some things that just really get at me. And even through trying to explain how certain things in like, this is this, and if we added this or like did it don't matter at the end because someone's always has to be right, it seems like I'll fuck that he ain't gonna tell me how to do shit. Um, and it's like, but I've learned just to say fuck. You know what? If that's what they do or want to do, then they fucking ignorant, and not my fucking problem. Because I'm like, how could it be my problem if they feel that that's necessary and appropriate, and if they want to waste the resources and spend money they don't have, like, and one of my biggest ones is wasting water. It just, I'm like, people are fucking burnt. I'm like, do you realize? I'm gonna put it out there because obviously y'all don't fucking hear, or maybe you just don't fucking know. In this day and age, and the way education's fucking taught, I don't even fucking know. Water equals life. You ain't got water, you're fucked. And some of y'all go like, well, we got fucking all kinds of water. Arr. Let me explain something to you. I'm gonna do some educational lessons real quick. Because, so, the planet Earth consists of almost as much water as your body does. Okay, we can put it in proportion. You know what I'm saying? So, say that one, and that's fucking wrong. Yeah, it's more about like it. Like the first one, 60%. I'm like, that's fucking wrong. Don't do that fucking wrong shit. That's why I wish I had a fucking set of encyclopedias with me because I'd be like, fuck you, Google, and all your fucking Bings and Zings and fucking Yahoo search this and that. And you gotta scroll because they promote shit. And the more fake shit to get promoted, the more that thing gets up there and shit. That's why I be scrolling through shit. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Fuck that. But now I'm gonna put this one in here. Let's see. And I see exactly my point. So, not to get into details, and y'all can go trip out and check it out your damn self. But the amount of water that the Earth has is almost equivalent to how much water your body contains. Now, for you burnt people that are going, hey, I'm freaking this big in the planet. The percentage of your fucking body mass, what your fuck your body's made out of, and how much water the Earth contains by its fucking mass, or whatever figure you want to use, is approximately the same. It's between 70-75%, give or take. I ain't freaking gonna study and get into all that shit. If you want to know this exact, get your ass to the library and learn it. Um, but my point is with wasting water. See, you waste water in your body, or you rather you process water through your body. Yeah, the Earth is made of 75, 73, 4% of water. And you know how much of that freaking is actually like water that you can use to replenish the water that you lose every day? Not much. Because out of that 73%, I don't know it off the top of my head, but we're about to find out. I think it's somewhere in the realm of, it's under 10% of that is actual freaking fresh water. Like, and I'm just guessing that because I don't know the exact, I just know it's freaking minimal. So we're gonna say, what percentage of Earth's water is fresh water? So this one, I'm going to go ahead and trust what this one's saying just because of the resource. Uh, so it says 2.5%. Okay, so there you go. Like I said, it's less than 10%, which I already knew that. I knew it was rather small. I was thinking it was more like closer to 4%. But the .gov website showed that it is 2.5%. So, when like one of my biggest pet peeves, like my uncle, and I just haven't kept up, or I haven't allowed it to bug me as much as it first did because the dude will get a cup right out of the cupboard, go to the freaking sink, rinse it out for like 10 seconds. Then it, fill it up. This whole process of getting like a 12-ounce cup of freaking water would last about 20 seconds. And we want to talk about I'm just going like, what the? And uh, and I just, because of the situation, I'm just like, fuck, it don't matter how many times I tell this motherfucker out. Then I just, like, whatever. The same thing goes with somebody else. It's like, and I can feel my insides thinking, just wanting to be like, what the fuck? Um, but I've learned that I can't say nothing to these particular individuals. Is like, can't. So as much as it bugs me for them to waste water, it's like, you know what? And that's whatever. So I'm like, well, whatever. Okay. But I like, once I start to do that, I feel like it's because of the resource. Like, think about it again. There's 75% the earth has water. 2.5 of that you can actually is sustainable water, fresh water, and you waste water. Like, do you understand the concept of that? Because that other, like, 72.5%, if we're going off 75, ain't work. You can't use it. It's because it's salt. And salt and water together corrode shit. And freaking, you know, it'll dry your ass up like a prune. You'd be lost out at sea and y'all burnt. Be out drinking that freaking water like you a champ. Next thing you know, that sun start to hit you, dehydrated, you fucking dead. Pop. All because you drink the water. It's not meant to be consumed because of all the salt in it. But my point is that I've lost, like, when that's happening, I have two choices. I can be like, yo, man, why are you wasting all that water? Or I can say, fuck, I've said that 1,000 times and it don't fucking matter. So I'm still struggling with that because it fucking bugs me. But I've learned, or I've taught myself to be like, fuck it, I'm wasting my fucking breath if I say anything. So do I just at that point get the fuck up so I don't have to hear them waste the water? And that might be what I do. Because the longer I hear it, the more I'm just fucking like, are you fucking retarded? Turn that fucking water up already. Um, and so I'm like, just again, just something that is personal to me and other people. They don't have to be as intense about it or even have to have that degree of freaking passion towards water itself, but you need to respect it. Because I promise you, the minute there's a scarcity or whatever the fuck you want to pronounce it, you motherfuckers gonna be trying to save water. Like, man, we don't want to freaking flush that toilet. Someone take a dump. Other than that, just keep peeing in that motherfucker. You want to turn fucking bright ass red and shit. Just pee. You should be doing that now. Get you some fucking slow flow toilets. You know, um, zero escape. Zero escape. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. See, I bet you most of y'all don't know how to spell zero escape. And to be honest, I mean, I knew it wasn't how it sounded, but I didn't realize that this XERI because it's gonna sound like that. Just for shits and giggles. So, I like the Wikipedia Wikipedia is up, but you know what I'm gonna say about Wikipedia is because, and I don't know if it's still true. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Um, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. As far as I just know that at one point anybody could go on there if you knew how to code and change the code. And so at that point, it's like, well, how? And that's the thing you learn in school too is your resources or your resource is important. And I just Wikipedia is great for some things, but it definitely, if you can still, change the code, you could be reading something that's not even true. Um, so I'm just like, whatever. Look, coffee code. Xeriscape. And so Xeriscape, a style of landscape design requiring little or no irrigation or other maintenance, used in arid regions. A verb, landscape, or an area in a style which requires little or no irrigation. I want to remove the grass along the sidewalk and xeriscape that area too. So is that, like I said, it's spelled Xeriscape. Uh, like I knew it wasn't spelled how it sounded, but I was like, when I saw it, I was like, huh, Xeriscape. Anyway, that's what I just freaking blabbled and blah 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 blah. Uh, just again, I like real, honest, succinct. Not succinct in such a way that you just like, because I used to be like that. And then after you say something like, hmm, I got in trouble with that. I mean, I've heard people spilling this shit, but try real hard not to be so reactive. But it's constant work. It's not. Believe me, there's times where I just want to be like, did you hear what the fuck just came out your mouth? Like, um, and then not in those exact words. It's like, hey, what the fuck is wrong with your brain and shit? So we talking all kinds of shit. Anyhow, um, I'm gonna read Proverbs 3 today. Uh, this one is guidance for the young, and again, it starts off here. So I've talked before about sometimes in the Word in the Bible it refers to son, daughter, um, the masculinity, femininity, feminine, masculine type of thing, and um, there are certain things that weren't meant to be in such a masculine or feminine way. However, if you went to go pick this or pick the book apart or any other book you read apart, I'm sure you can find reasons why. Oh, well, look this and that. Um, and so when I'm just gonna read. Um, don't take it as a don't make it something that's not about feminine and masculine and blah 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 and all that crap. Um, use your head. Guidance for the young. My son, do not forget my law, but let your heart keep my commands. For length of days and long life and peace they will add to you. Let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. and so find favor and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Honor the Lord with all your possessions and with the first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest his correction. For whom the Lord loves, he corrects, just as a father the son in whom he delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding. For her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Lengthened days is in her right hand, in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her, and happy are all who retain her. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, by understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths were broken up, and clouds dropped down the dew. My son, let him not depart from your eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so they will be life to your soul and grace to your neck. Then you will walk safely in your way, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. Yes, you will lie down, and your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, nor of trouble from the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in the power of your hand to do so. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come back, and tomorrow I will give it. When you have it with you, do not devise evil against your neighbor. Oh, I'm sorry. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come back, and tomorrow I will give it when you have it with you. Do not devise evil against your neighbor, for he dwells by you for safety's sake. Do not strive with a man without cause, if he has done you no harm. Do not envy the oppressor and choose none of his ways, for the perverse person is an abomination to the Lord, but his secret counsel is with the upright. The curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the just. Surely he scorns the scornful, but gives grace to the humble. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the legacy of fools. I mean, I just tell you what, man, I just love reading. Well, I love reading, period, but I really enjoy reading the Proverbs, man. Um, I'm gonna do something a little different today. Just not two, but I'm sure I put money on it that it'll piss some people off, and I don't like my arm saying like Tupac said, only God can judge me, so I don't give a fuck who gets pissed off. Pissed off somewhere the fuck else. uh, look, I got one right here. I'm just gonna have to look it up online. Let's see. See, I had a Catholic Bible, and I threw it in front of Legacy Church on Central and Coors. There's other Bibles that I had in this bag that I was gonna do that. Man, and that was after he said some stupid shit. I'm like, that just reminded me of my experience at that church. And I was like, man, you don't know nothing about the damn Bible, man. You teaching some bullshit. But anyway, that's my own dealings or issues, I guess. Like I said, you don't like it, get the fuck away from me. Well, I don't like what the fuck he said, so I got the fuck away from that. So, I'm going to do something a little different today. And that's, I'm going to actually read. You know what? I might just buy a whole bunch of damn literature today and start reading different shit. And not even to freaking say that I'm this or that, but just to make a point. So I'm going to read out of the Book of Wisdom. Again, this is a Catholic Bible. I just read out New King James Version. Yeah. King James Version. Most people would be like, what the fuck is this like? You ever read like Shakespeare, some of those old, like even Edgar Allan Poe, who's probably my all-time favorite freaking author. His art is fucking amazing. But you're like, what the fuck does that mean? Anyway, sometimes I say that shit even just now, even if it's just something straight out the newspaper. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, for real, like. Anyway, so today what I'm gonna read this out of the Catholic Bible. This is the Book of Wisdom, which it's hasn't been chastened. I talk about all kind of. There's so much in his brain, and I'm like, canonized. There you go. It hasn't been. So this Bible hasn't been canonized by a group of people who knows where the fuck they are, for whatever reason. But I don't give a shit about any of that. And again, I was raised Catholic. I have all my Catholic sacraments. I personally don't think that some of the stuff that the Catholicism does is freaking spiritually enlightening to me, and beautiful. Like, you know, uh, just their process of funerals and weddings and some traditions. Uh, I'm like, yeah, um, you know, it's just like taking the communion. I like to go and take the communion sometimes. Some of the devout freaking older Catholics will be like, I can't believe he just comes here once a month or every 2 months just to take religion and shit. And like, fuck, take your old ass back to your fucking hole and crawl in it and put a rock over it because I have to explain shit to your ass. And sorry, Ma. I mean, because my mom's probably like, son, me and my mom don't talk about religion. We don't talk about none of that. Because we just can end up in a fight. Not even a fight, but it's like, nah, hell no, mom, let me tell you. And then she'll get her and I'm like, I'm not going to get into why I don't practice Catholicism. But what I can get into is that I don't practice any religion because I freaking can't stand religion. It's like that freaking song from Mayday, Holy Wars, I think it's called. And the wars on religion and this and that and this and that. And some of y'all probably like, oh, Megadeth. I ain't even heard no Megadeth. It's an old rock band. Go check them out. all time favorite freaking bands was Metallica and Megadeth as I grew up. Um, but religions do start wars, man. Like look what's going on just in the East, back in the Middle East, even right here in the United States. People freaking hating on one another because you ain't this and that. It's like, go into your building, say whatever the fuck you want, but when you come out here, we all human. You want to be over there? Go ahead. But don't judge the motherfucker because they don't go to the same church or they don't act the way you think they should act. That shit is old. Okay, back to this. Chapter 3, wisdom. How much time? Boom. Okay, so, and for all of you that are like, I can't believe he's going to do that. I don't give a fuck what you think. So, the hidden counsels of God. This says it's on suffering. Again, I don't typically read this, so I'm not sure what the A means. Probably somewhere tells me what that A stands for, but the hand it's because there you go. So I already figured it out. So there's chapter 3, and there's section A, and then section B is what it looks like. The hidden counsels of God's the name of it. A, on suffering. But the souls of the just are in the hand of God, and no torment shall touch them. They seemed in the view of the foolish to be dead, and their passing away was thought an affliction, and their going forth from us utter destruction. But they are in peace, for if before men indeed he punished, yet is their hope full of immortality, chastised a little, they shall be greatly blessed, because God tried them and found them worthy of himself. As gold in the furnace he proved them, and as sacrificial offerings he took them to himself. In the time of their visitation they shall shine, and shall dart about as sparks through stubble. They shall, that's actually a pretty cool metaphor. Anyway, they shall judge nations and rule over peoples, and the Lord shall be their king forever. Those who trust in him shall understand truth, and the faithful shall abide with him in love, because grace and mercy are with his holy ones, and his care is with his elect. But the wicked shall receive a punishment to match their thoughts, since they neglected justice and forsook the Lord. For he who despises wisdom and instruction is doomed. Vain is their hope, fruitless are their labors, and worthless are their works. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Accursed is their brood. This is section B, the childlessness. Yes, blessed is she who childless and undefiled knew not transgression of the marriage bed. She shall bear fruit at the visitation of souls. So also the eunuch whose hand wrought no misdeed. He held no wicked thoughts against the Lord, for he shall be given fidelity's choice reward, and a more gratifying heritage in the Lord's temple. For the fruit of the noble struggles is a glorious one, and unfailing is the root of understanding. But the children of adulterers will remain without issue, and the progeny of an unlawful bed will disappear. For should they attain long life, they will be held in no esteem, and dishonored will their old age be at last. While should they die abruptly, they have no hope nor comfort in the day of scrutiny, for dire is the end of the wicked generation. Um, you know, yes, blessed is she who, childless and undefiled, knew not transgression of the marriage bed. Um, I'm gonna put this out there, and people take it however they want. I know for whatever reason, people, especially youth, which we talk, whatever, um, and even some fucking sick motherfuckers in their 20s and 30s still think that and again, this ain't for kids. It ain't set up for kids, and I took that off so I could talk or say whatever fuck I want. But for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't really think this girls, well, some sick ass people, girls or women, probably think the same shit. But majority of guys are like, "Oh man, she a virgin." Blah, blah, blah. It's like, because I look back and I was with some virgins, um, and to this day, I'm like, I don't carry the guilt like I used to carry it because I've taken that to God and been like, look, I was young, dumb, full of cum, fucking, you know, didn't really think about the spirituality behind the sex. It was more about the act and the feeling. But, it was like, but a woman and men too, man, sex intercourse is meant to create angels and bring angels into the world that we've been gifted, allowed to have. Um, I'm not happy about my experiences in well, can't really say that. Um, I wish that I could make those times where I can't even say that because there are a couple of instances. Actually, I wasn't prepared to have sex as a young kid, man. I had my first baby. Well, I didn't have her, but she popped out on my stomach when I was like 17 years old, man. Didn't know how to be a dad. I went and took parenting classes at Bernalillo County, freaking where the sheriff and shit is at this building that's across the street from the Albuquerque Police Department, main thing downtown, Because I didn't have a dad. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to be a fucking dad, eh? And it's because of some stupid shit like, oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman. Nigga, no, you don't. You don't even know her. You had sex with her. Now all of a sudden you think about you. I want a baby and blah 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 blah. Next thing you know, kids having kids. Blah 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 blah. Grandma, fucking grandpa raising them. Blah blah blah. You know, it's not a fucking fuck. She a virgin dog. Fuck, I gotta go get with her. You stupid motherfucker. There's nothing honorable about that at all. Because see, men and women think of sex. Well, not all of them, but a majority of them do. Most of us should at least. If sex isn't something you just fucking go bang bang, thank you, ma'am, thank you, man. Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be an intimate interaction with, again, my beliefs, a man and a woman. Marriage, like none of us can truly say we've never committed adultery. Because the minute you have sex outside of marriage, you done committed fucking adultery. Anytime you fucking look at a woman in lustful manner, adultery. Anytime you went and looked at porn, adultery. It's anytime you fondled yourself and freaking masturbated, adultery. Um, and don't get it wrong, I fucking done all of it. Think, think. Masturbate, yeah, check. Checked out porn, yeah, check. Uh, Outside of marriage, yeah, check. Married women, yeah, check. But a woman that hasn't been, because guys are just, I don't know if y'all saw my video with the two fucking roadrunners. They straight up, the shit, I couldn't stop laughing. That shit was fucking just crazy as fuck. Because I'm sitting there, I'm just chilling outside and shit. And all of a sudden, these two fucking roadrunners be like, and they just come out of like nowhere and shit. They just like, do, 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 do. And old dude go, pop, 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 pop. They kind of look at each other. They do this like weird, like, thing. They fucking straight up just turned around and fucking went their own fucking way. Oh my God, I couldn't stop laughing. Um, and at that time, this individual was like, I don't see what's so funny about that. Man, that's just weird. Why would you record? You'll go record yourself freaking doing whatever fuck it is you've done in the past and blah 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 blah. But you won't record fucking something that's natural happening right in front of you. Just fucking stupid as fuck. Get away from me. Cause I was like, what the fuck just happened? Because these two fucking animals straight up went pop 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 and went their own way. And I'm like, damn, that's about how a lot of fucking relationships are these days and how they even get started. They just fucking meet up, go home, and go have sex, and it's like, cool, thanks. It's like hey, well, we're humans are animals too, right? We're mammals or whatever. So, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Um, but see, so men, you just want to get your rocks out. You thinking out the wrong head and shit. You just want to be just like, oh, I can't wait. And women, most women are just, oh, I need to go fucking have an orgasm. Because most of you motherfuckers can't even give you an orgasm. Uh, I'm just saying. Uh, I'm like, that's my goal. Because once I know she good, I just go fucking do whatever fuck I want. And then I be good later. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'm not giving you my secrets. Um, but most women, when you have intercourse with a woman, man, there's something spiritually, there's some energies right there that's going down, and it's okay not to. You know what? Me personally, and I'll do a little bit of reading, but a sin is a sin. Like some people have this concept of, oh, well, that was so much worse than what I did. It's like, who the fuck are you to judge how things affect me? Because in your finite fucking mind, you think that this incident that affected you can't relate to this incident that affected me because in your fucked up head, the one that affected me isn't as significant as the one that fucking affected you. Fuck your ass. Um, I'm just saying that's just how I look at shit. Like, you know how the fuck that made me feel or what it did to me. You know what I mean? So, but in my personal opinion, you know, there's these mortal sins, and then I can't remember the other term, but I feel like, again, just my personal opinion, and I'm gonna do some research, but it's like, what's the better of two evils in the sense of, okay, so I know masturbating is a sin, but going and using a woman or whatever it is a sin. I'm probably gonna want to choose to masturbate before I go find a woman just to hit and then split. Uh, because that's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that there are several women out there that can tell you if they remember. For some reason, motherfuckers be like, I don't remember that shit. I'm like, what? It was 30 years ago. I get the fuck out. I fucking remember like it was yesterday. So my cousin asked me about the doghouse thing, and I had to think about it. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, and this is like probably 6 months later. I'm like, fuck yeah, I remember now. I totally remember building that doghouse for you in the backyard and shit. Anyway, um, I would much rather commit adultery by myself than to go involve someone else in my sin. Uh, you know, and if that's 3, 5, 4, 5, 6 motherfucking times a day, then that's what it is. Not that that happens, but it has. Like, don't get me wrong. Um, and I'm sure there's people going like, I can't believe this motherfucker saying all this shit. I don't care. That's who I am. That's part of what I crack myself the fuck up all the time. Um, but I still love God and love Jesus with all my heart. My favorite book is the Book of Job, man. I feel like I'm his freaking living on earth motherfucking twin brother and shit right now. From all the shit that I gone through and sicknesses and fucking everything the hell else. I'm like, shit. I was like, but it's, it is what it is. I see what happened to Job. He didn't, nothing broke him down and he freaking came out on top. I'm not saying that's gonna happen to me as far as everything he got. Um, but I'm already on top. I'm winning. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm already being successful, and God is already blessing me. You know what I mean? And giving me whatever I need. So again, my point of that is, I read two different things a day. One from a Catholic book that's talked about. I just read out the Book of Wisdom, where that's where this whole virgin thing came from. Go see women and men alike that haven't had that experience. Um, it doesn't. They're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, because it comes to it just doesn't need to happen there. There's an age where it's like, you know what? Don't fucking do that shit because it's gonna fuck with you. Um, and yeah. Anyway, and then in the other book, the Bible that I read, um, there's a part in there that I really appreciate. I'm not gonna get into those. I'm getting past my hour, and I got shit to do. But if y'all out and about today, wherever you be safe. Say hi to fucking strangers. If they don't say hi, don't do what I do sometimes. I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I'd be like, well, fuck your ass too then. Which is fucked up. But I'm like, if I fucking say hi to you or I smile at you or I wave at you or some shit and you fucking ignore me like you didn't fucking hear me, unless your ass fucking deaf, I'm like, fuck you. Don't I won't ever fucking tell you fucking hi again. Even if like this motherfucker when I was in boot camp recently, this motherfucker pissed me off, man. I talked about the other day, like just his attitude, the way this motherfucker talking to me. And then when I'm checking out, he want to try to twist it up and be all nice and sir, did it, motherfucker, don't make me fucking kick you in the fucking teeth and shit. because you wasn't acting like that the last 2, 3 times I had to fucking interact with your ass. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking all of a sudden be like, hello, sir. No, 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 no. Nah, fuck all that shit. You can be like, yo, dog, I'm sorry. The way I talked to you was fucking inappropriate or whatever. Or my attitude or whatever fucking inappropriate. And, that's a whole nother conversation. It's like, oh, no, it's all good. I appreciate that because, I could feel something was going down, but I was just like, fuck this nigga, you know what I mean? And I'd have told him just like that, straight up. Like, you can ask anybody. If you open that door to get some feedback, you might not like what I say or even how I say it, but I will come back at the end and be like, look, I mean, no fucking harm to your ass. I want you to take this shit the wrong fucking way, but this is what I'm saying. Like, I could feel that shit. And honestly, it bugged the fuck out of me. But I didn't let it get to me to the point where I was going to tell you, like, you know what, fuck you, homie, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, but when now I'm be like, yeah, I know, I need it. And I just freaking tried to let that shit brush off and shit. I said, that's why, I'm sure he knew it when I came back in to have to deal with his ass. So I had my fucking key in my hand, and I very firmly smacked it on that fucking counter and slid it to his fucking ass, and he was like, and check out. See, he got, oh, you want to act like that because I could be a dick right back. And then his whole fucking demeanor changed. Don't fucking come at me like that. I don't do that to people, and if I do, I'd hope they'd say, yo, whoa, time out, dog. You getting all escalated, elevated, or whatever. I'd be like, oh, man, thanks for fucking bringing me back down and shit, because you're right. I'm getting a little excited and shit. See, if we can do that with one another in the public, and have those constructive, productive conversations to holding people accountable to what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're talking, and things like that. Imagine how much better this fucking place would be to walk around in the public, knowing that people are being cognizant of what they're saying, how they're talking to people. Just like this whole fucking Hilton thing. See, Hilton has not responded to me because I've wrote them dumb fucks back because I had a fucking horrible experience at one of their freaking establishments. And I'm like, I spend money. I'm not going to be treated like that. I'll take my fucking business elsewhere. And I don't give a fuck if it's just me, myself, and I. And I don't care. It don't matter to me, believe me. Word of mouth will destroy a place. And then when it comes to fruition, they're like, oh man, everything you said fucking straight up. The first 2 times it was legit, but man, that next time it was fucked up. You'd be like, yeah, I know. I told you. But so this, oh shit. Oh, that is fucking awesome, man. Sorry, but you tell you swamp. Woo! That's fucking lit. See, I fell asleep. I was like, I can't fucking stay up no more. I'm going to bed. Fuck yeah. Okay, back to what I was fucking saying real quick. That is fucking bad fucking ass. Oh my god. So I had this really horrible experience at this hotel, and so I messaged Hilton Hotels and the place that I stayed. I tweeted them because I'm like, I ain't fucking trying to talk to you on the phone, and this shit could be public, and everybody can just fucking. That's the way I looked at it. So it told me to read my to read my stuff here. So I'm gonna read it. I said, there's a serious management and hospitality problem at your establishment. I'll never stay at this hotel again and hope no one else does. Horrible, 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 horrible. The room, the customer service, etc. I said, tour secure. Your security team is friendlier. Wow. Oh no, it's our goal to provide blah, 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 blah. Bull the fuck shit. I'm like, don't fucking lie to me and shit. So eventually, um, they come back and they send me this fucking insulting ass freaking message. They sent me this shit. This person said that I fucking they said something about bad language and yelling. Which I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't fucking yell and cuss and shit. I'm like, just moving forward. So then they said, I wrote them back. And I said, wow. I said, there was no bad language or yelling. Rosebud was extremely rude and I was simply firm. The iron in the room was damaged. The replacement was also damaged, leaving junk on my pants. The handle in the shower was loose. The ironing board had a damaged leg. The bartender was rude. I asked for the woman's name and she asked whether I got my iron. At which time I ignored because I wanted to state my concerns and move on with my day. I said Mike was very kind and also mentioned an issue with the woman at the front desk. I have no need to state falsely anything. However, I would imagine someone such as Rosebud would say anything to save her job. Blah, 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 blah. And, at the end, I was like, the fact that your message is simply disgusting in nature and almost sounds as if my integrity and personal moral code is questionable. With that said, I'll give Hilton one opportunity to wow me in a different manner. Otherwise, my future stays will never be in a Hilton owned or subsidiary of. I shall sleep find the night, and every night moving forward. However, the individual speaking untruth shall continue to have sleepless nights, blah, 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 blah. Make it an awesome day. Thank you for the detailed response, which I've documented in the guest assistance case as promised. We appreciate the transparency provided and hope you enjoy your weekend. John. I said, hi. And then they responded again, some shit. Hi, Jim. We're sorry to hear about your continued dissatisfaction. Which, so, anyway, um, this is 5 days after the other one. Kindly note that we forwarded all your concerns to hotel management, and the manager with the hotel will reach out to you. Still haven't fucking heard from the hotel management, which at this point I could give two fucks about anyway. Because at the end I said, too effing late, deuces. It's y'all's hotel. Had an opportunity to fix it, failed. GQ, deuce. I'm out. So then the next one I sent was to the actual rewards program. And I said, hello, I believe the last time I stayed at Marriott, blah, 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 because they texted me, they told me to message. And they said, thank you for your information. Your points were expired, which I had already fucking told this fucking stupid ass machine. It's like, no shit, fucking Sherlock. I just told you that. Expired 2017 and blah, 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 cannot be reinstated. Kindly tap here to see what qualifying activities to earn you more points and keep your points for expiring instead from expiring. I'm like, yeah, I know you can't reinstate, but like Southwest Airlines has done for me, is provide me a wow experience, kind of creates loyalty, if that makes sense, which most bots can't fathom the idea or thought process of such. I said, thanks for nothing, which I already knew. Man, I swear. And then I put LMFAO because I'm like, are you fucking retarded? Because I told you my points expired. I didn't need you to fucking tell me that shit. I fucking already told you that. So after that interaction, I'm like, you know what? You fucking retarded. You're not even a person talking to me. You're a fucking bot, a fucking algorithmic bullshit looking for key fucking words and then trying to manipulate shit so that you can just spit out a fucking answer that's already pre-generated. Get the fuck out of here. So my point is that, you know, if you know me, you know I'm straight when it comes to shit like that. And you might get one more opportunity to fucking change my perception of your fucking establishment, your food, your service, whatever. But I promise you, there are other options for anything out there. And I don't have no problem giving someone else my money. And I do it with honor. Because I'm like, fucking Chile, dude. You are not gonna give me that kind of service, treat me like that, and bring me some fucking nasty food like that, and expect me to come back to your fucking place. Ain't happening. Just ain't. So I got to get out of town again. So I won't be staying at no fucking Hilton establishment or their fucking subsidiaries or any of that horse shit. Just won't. And sadly, I enjoyed a couple of their hotels. Embassy Suite is one of my favorite fucking hotels to go stay at. Even True Blue. Fuck, I love to go stay at the True Blue hotels. But now I'm gonna do something different because I'm like, if you as a fucking subsidiary, you just a Hilton fucking hotel, are telling me you expecting that motherfucker that allows that shit to happen at his fucking hotel to fix it, you fucking retarded. Because he ain't gonna fix it. Because he got to worry about this, that, and the other. And who knows, she could be giving her boss a blowjob and shit before they fucking do their shift change. Who the fuck knows what goes on over there? I guarantee your asses don't. Anyway, God bless y'all. Deuces. Have a good day. Do something kind for a stranger. And don't act like a jackass.